Hello and a warm welcome to everybody to FIA Intercontinental Drifting Cup 2021 here in Riga, Latvia at the beautiful Biķernieki circuit. We can see it now from up in the sky, but of course we will go down to the action, to the track, and qualifying is upon us and we will start in just a few minutes. Nice view of the paddock, nice view of the Biķernieki forest. So it seems that it will be a good day. Sun is shining, it's warm outside, 22 degrees, so everything is set for a nice qualifying session. Yeah, after 3 years, 2017, 2018 and 2019 in Japan, we are coming first time to Europe for FIA IDC event, and yeah, I think it's one of the best venues in Europe, and we will have 28 drivers, 28 of the best drivers in the world from 15 countries, and we are seeing right now the entry list. Nicolas Bertans and Edgars Kruģers, two Latvian drivers. After that, Italian Manuel Vacca, Dmitry Ilyuk from Ukraine, and so on and so on. Of course, we will talk about each driver a little bit more during their qualifying sessions. And yeah, 28, a lot of stars, of course. Here we can see Kristaps Blush, ex-Formula Drift driver, now Russian Drift Series pilot. Of course, Daigo Saito, some would say, and I'm too, that he's one of the best drivers in the world. But I think the best driver, if we look at the titles, is James Dean from Ireland. And of course, he's new to this FIA IDC event, so it will be interesting to see who will come out on top. Today we have qualifying and in the afternoon top 32, and tomorrow we will have the grand finals, top 16. Let's have a look at the track, a new layout for this event. The first part of the track very fast, the first corners, the first two corners are without deceleration, so full attack and full commitment, of course, to get all the points. Points are judged, yeah, line, angle and style. 40 points for line, so that's the most important part. Angle, of course, and 30 points, and style 30 points. And yeah, style, of course, is very subjective, but we have like rules for that, what fluidity means and what commitment means. So and talking about judging, we have, of course, not only the best drivers in the world, but also the best judges in the world. David Kalas, who has judged, I think, yeah, 3 of the biggest events out there in the world, Drift Masters GP, D1 GP and RDS GP. And yeah, a little bit about the layout. Here we see with red the diesel zones, so we have 3 of them here. That means that drivers are allowed to speed down a little bit or yeah, lose a little bit of speed, but yeah, not with braking, but more with like no acceleration. And yeah, so it seems that we are getting ready for our first qualification run. Fast about the other 2 judges, Vernon Zwaneveld, who is, yeah, the drift father of the Belgium and Netherlands drifting community, also King of Drift judge and FIA Motorsport Games, and Heiko Simonian, or Ike, who is the founder of EEDC, and Belarusian Drift Series, also judge with huge experience. But the first one, Nicolas Bertans, the youngest driver on the grid, only 16 years old, but yeah, only 16, but already Baltic champion. Yeah, that was last year, 2020. He won the Baltic Drift Championship alongside with the Latvian Championship too. So yeah, let's see, dogfighter. Okay, that's a nice reference to HGK's Eurofighter. So let's see what Nicolas Bertans can do. Very, yeah, stable driver, I would say. He's always doing very good lines, and yeah, let's see what he can do. BMW E36 3 Series with the Mast Motorsports V8 engine. We can hear that, and yeah, I think it seems that everybody is ready, set for the first qualification run of FIA Intercontinental Drifting Cup 2021. and the green light will come on, and it's go. First qualification run. Let's see. Nicolas Bertans from Latvia via the Latvia team, and the initiation seems good. Outside zone here in the first corner. After that you have to go to a touch and go. Yes, very good from him. Then there's an inner zone. Outer zone 2 was here. Here we see outer zone 3, a little bit of deceleration. Outer zone 4. Then we have a touch and go. He gets it a little bit, and of course the last corner with a long concrete wall, and we go back on track, and that was outer zone 5. So that's a wrap for the first qualification run of Nicolas Bertans, and I think the judges should be okay with that, or should be satisfied with that. So let's see it once again on replay. A little bit more time to reflect on what Nicolas has done on his first run. I think, yeah, pretty good outside zone 1, and nice transition. I think a little bit lacking inner zone, inner clipping point 1. Maybe that was a little bit not too perfect, but otherwise he gets the car where the judges want to see it. And of course, when we will get to tandem runs, it will be really interesting to see this last corner. And once again, it seems that the judges wanted to see one more time the initiation. And yeah, talking about initiation, there's of course a lot of versions how to do that. Handbrake is a possibility, clutch kick or weight transfer, but the judges want to see clutch kick or weight transfer, so that the driver doesn't lose too much speed. And with handbrake, of course, you will lose some speed. So yeah, that's why it's also said in the driver's notes that points will be deducted for applying long handbrake with significant deceleration. So okay, if you drive alone, yeah, that's okay, no problem. But if we go to the tandem runs, and if there is a guy behind you, he don't want to see you braking, or he will not be ready for such a thing. So yeah, in slow motion, once again, the first run of Nicolas Bertans, and we should see the second driver should be Edgars Kroģers, but he's not on the starting line. And we see the points for Nicolas, 81 points for first run. I think not too bad, not too bad. 19 points to the 100, but yeah, of course, a room for improvement from him. As Edgars Kroģers is not to be seen right now here, the next driver should be Manuel Vacca, and it's him. Italian driver, yeah. Two-time Italian champion, 2017 and 2018, and yeah, with some aspirations also to go and drift in the United States of America in Formula Drift. So let's see how that will pan out for him. But right now, of course, we are getting ready for his first qualification run. As well as from Bertans, he has a BMW E36 3 Series, and right now it's pretty quiet, yeah. Okay, we start to hear some sounds from him. Yeah, Manuel Vacca, 800 horsepower. So that should be enough for Bitterneki circuit. Of course, it's a very fast track, a very fluid track, with a little bit of a slower corner at the end, but otherwise full power. And the green light is on for Manuel Vacca, and let's see how he will work together with the Bitterneki circuit. Not perfect outer zone 1. Good touch and go 1. Oh, he doesn't get to outer zone 2. Also here he is missing a little bit, and yeah, not a great line from Manuel Vacca, of course. His first time here at this circuit, at this layout, and yeah, at the end he gets to the wall and gets a nice riding. But yeah, the first part of the track, of course, it's a fast and dangerous track, and didn't really work out for Manuel Vacca this first qualification run. but yeah, you have to say, of course, that this track is difficult. If you get in touch with it, if you get on terms with the track, it's really satisfying, and it's yeah, James Dean has said that it's his favorite track in the world. So yeah, if you get to grips with it, it can be really nice. But yeah, if you're first time here, you will struggle. Not always, but a lot of drivers are struggling with the first, when they first are here. So yeah, maybe better luck in the second qualification run. Let's see how Manuel Vaca will work out. Maybe the track, maybe he will make a little bit of analyzing after this first run and get back to it. And of course we will have the points from the judges, so I think, yeah, for line he will get a lot of deduction. So let's see. Yeah, 19, 16, 19, so a little bit over 50, 54 points for Manuel Vaca. And yeah, of course, we have 28 drivers, we have a top 32, so everybody who will get points will qualify for the tandem runs. But yeah, of course you want to have more points. The next one on the grid, Sergei Kabargin with his Corvette-based DD Kaba Flanker F car, so a really special car. And let's see, Sergei Kabargin, a real showman. Let's see how he will work out this track. Not the first time here, has got a lot of events here, and yeah, the first corner seems all right. He gets to the right zones. Okay, here outer zone 2, not really. Outer zone 3 also not perfect. And okay, that seemed like a huge mistake. It seemed that he will rotate the car, but okay, he pulls it all together, gets to the wall, and oh, smashes the wall, and it's an impact with the front right. Ow! That will be a 0 for Sergei Kabargin. I hope the car is all right, but it seems that the front right wheel and tire took a big hit. So the first part of the tracks, the first corner, which is yeah, one of the most dangerous corners in drifting, is or was really nice. We see he gets to the outer zone much better than Manuel Vaca. Inner clipping point also good, and after that, yeah, a couple of mistakes from Kabargin. Here we see a lot of angle, a lot of deceleration. That was not nice. And here he gets to the outer wall. Everything seemed all right, but then he gets too close, and yeah, ouch. That hurt. That hurt really. And here we see, of course, in slow motion, the first crash in qualifying. We had some crashes in practice, but everybody has repaired their cars, so yeah, of course 0 points for Sergei Kabargin. And the next one is one more Latvian driver, Edgars Kroģeris, with his BMW F22 2 Series. We see nice Kevlar body kit from HGK, outer zone 1. Oh, and a huge mistake by Edgars on the second corner. So, oh, I saw some of his practice runs. It was everything okay, but right now, yeah, of course, for qualifying you get more stress, you get more adrenaline, and mistakes happen, and that was the case for Edgars Kroģeris on his first qualifying run, and yeah, already in the second corner somehow didn't manage to make it, and drove yeah, out of the track. So 0 points, of course, also for Edgars, unfortunately. Yeah, Edgars has his first proper full pro year, but has a lot of practice during spring, and yeah, I saw a lot of runs from him, so should be okay for his second qualification. So of course it will be not easy. And now we have Georgi Chiuchan, the Russian driver, 2 times FIA IDC champion, 2018 and 2019. So Is he going for a hat-trick this weekend here in Riga, Latvia? Or will somebody stop him? Let's see. Of course, one of the best drivers also in the world. You can't be bad if you are 2 times FIA IDC champion. So let's see. Let's see how his first qualification run will go. He was here in Riga 2 years ago for Drift Masters event. Got to the final, but had to settle with 2nd place. But of course, he said that he has good memories of this track. So let's see, Georgi Chivchan with his Nissan S15. Of course, he's not only 2 times IDC champion, but also 3 times RDS or Russian Drift Series champion. So a lot of titles for one driver. The green light is on. Let's see how Georgi Chivchan will manage his first quali run. Good initiation. Really nice outside zone 1. Now he's on to outside to touch and go. Touch and go is fine. Inner clip, not perfect. Outer zone 2 was really good. A little bit, I think, lacking in outer zone 3. And he's over-rotating the car and spinning out. Georgi Chivchan, what was that? Wow. Yeah. I'm speechless. I was not ready for that. That Georgi Chivchan will spin on his first qualification run. Such a good driver. Such a driver with so much titles to his name. But yeah, spinning out. And we have another 0. We have the 3rd 0 actually. The first one was from Sergei Kabargin, crash with the wall. Then we had Edgar Skroders not making the 2nd turn, and Georgi Chivchan, yeah, wow. Of course, he will be back for his 2nd run, but yeah, that's I assume that's a huge disappointment for him and his fans. Next one is Joshua Reynolds, Formula Drift driver. He's based in Switzerland. As we see, driving center event Seelisberg, so he's, I assume, good friends with another Swiss driver to whom we can come back later a little bit. But yeah, Joshua Reynolds, let's see. Not perfect, outer zone 1, how he's doing. Ow, and goes over the curb. Didn't lose momentum, of course, loses a little bit of momentum, but didn't lose angle for 100%. So he's still in the game. He's still in his first qualification run. Of course, not a lot of points for so much mistakes, but it's not a 0. It's not a 0 yet, I would say. He's going to the wall, not massaging the apex, not really nice, but he's over the line. So you have to give credit for that. Joshua Reynolds. Here we see it on replay. Joshua Reynolds with his Toyota GT86. If I'm correct, then this car is built in Latvia, or was built from the start in Latvia, here at HGK. But yeah, here's a huge mistake. Of course, he lost a little bit of speed, but he didn't lose his angle. So I assume that he will get points for that. Yeah, didn't match that outer zone. Here also just, yeah, a little bit touching that. And here we see from the start he gets in right, but then comes out of the zone and never gets it back. So not a lot of points, of course, here for Joshua Reynolds, but at least some. I would say, yeah, at least some points he will get. So let's see what the judges will come up with. Yeah, I think for line, not much points. Angle also varying a little bit. And yeah, here we see some telemetry data. That's also interesting. Of course, drifting, as every sport, is getting more and more technical. And yeah, and I would say, yeah, for style also, there won't be much points. So I think it was, yeah, not a 0, but of course, a lot of deductions for Joshua Reynolds. And yeah, let's see what the judges say. I assume they will come up with some kind of result. Yeah, 45 points, so right now he's ranked 3rd. Yeah, first was Nicholas Bertans, 2nd Manuel Vaca, and now Joshua Reynolds, so 45 points. And we are on to the second runs of this first group. So we have four groups with 7 drivers in each. And they will do their first run, and after that their second run. So Edgar Skruger is determined to get points in his second run, 0 in his first run. So let's see how it will go for him. He's in via the Latvia team, same as Nicolas Bertans. So outer zone, yeah, quite okay. Now a nice transition, and he gets over the second corner where he had his mistake before. Of course, not filling the zones perfectly, and yeah, losing a little bit of angle there, a little bit of mistake from him, but not the worst run we have seen this morning. And yeah, not perfectly at the wall, but at least he's over the line, and at least he will get some points under his belt. So here we see once again the replay. We can go a little bit more into detail, what was good, what was bad. Yeah, with one wheel on the outer zone it was okay. Here the touch and go is also well, a little bit off the inner clipping point. Here they fully off the outer zone 2. Here we go, outer zone 3 was not great, and here's a big mistake. Big mistake, not only for the line, but also for angle, and of course also for style. So not a lot of points, I would say, or I would assume. And here also not riding the wall properly. So yeah, I would say around the 50 mark, as it was for Manuel Vaca and for Joshua Reynolds. So around that, I think it will come out. So yeah, Edgar Skruger is really a fast tracking driver in Latvian drift. 2 years ago he was street class champion, and right now with a fully new car, shiny new car, he's trying his best. So yeah, I would say not a bad effort from Edgar Skruger. So we will have the points right now in. And it's 62 points for Edgar Skruger, so he's sitting right now second behind his teammate Nicolas Bertans, who is right now on the starting line. So let's see how, if Nicolas will be able to better his score. He had 81 in his first run, and yeah, as I said, he's a very talented driver, champion of the Baltic states last year, and 631 horsepower his car has. He's building a new car. He's building a new car for next year, but this year he has to compete with his old car, with his E36, which took him from through semi-pro class to pro class, and yeah, I think it's his third year in pro, if I'm correct. And nice, really nice riding the outer zone 1. Let's see, touch and go, perfect inner clip, better than first time, I think. Nice outer zone 2. Will he manage outer zone 3? It's good. And now, yeah, deceleration, and really nice riding the wall there. Nice transitions, really. Oh, I think he touched the tire barrier. Really nice millimeter work from Nicolas Bertans, and right now he's riding the wall. And he's over the finish line. Really nice run, really great run from Nicolas Bertans on his second effort. So let's watch that right now in the replay. I don't know if it was better than the first run. I think it was pretty similar. I think one thing that was better now in his second run was inner clipping point. I think he was closer to that. And otherwise, yeah, he's riding that outer zone 4 from start to end, and yeah, and also here in the wall, right in the zone till the end and over the line. I think a really great effort by Nicolas Bertans, and yeah, only 16 years old. I think we will hear from him a lot of more in the future, and let's see how he will fare in the this FIA IDC 2021 edition. So as I said, the fourth time that FIA drifting is happening, and a nice onboard from Nicholas. We see how he's managing everything. Yeah, really smooth driving style from Nicholas Bertans, or as his nickname is, Knick-Knack. I think 89 points. Right, yeah, he betters his score, and 89 points for Nicholas Bertans. So that's a number to beat for a lot of stars who we will see in the next few hours. So Manuel Vacca is also ready for his second run. And yeah, Team ACA Italia, or AC Italia, two drivers from Italy. So Manuel Vacca and Massimo Cecin, so they are also fighting in the team championship today, or Team Cup, yeah. Today and tomorrow, of course. So not a great run, the first one from Manuel Vacca, but he has points, 54 of them. So let's see how he will fare in his second run. So it should be a little bit less stress for him. Good outer zone 1, I would say. Touch and go also all right. Yeah, a little bit of correction angle-wise. Misses out outer zone 2. What's happening here? Yeah, misses out outer zone 3 as well. And outer zone 4 also. Not really his strengths today. He gets touch and go 2. That's at least something. Oh, gets very close to the wall. A little bit of a mistake, a little bit of hesitation from Vacca, and he's over the line for his second run. So really don't know if it will be better than his first one, because yeah, in the first one it was more fluid, I would say. He did miss, of course, a lot of line zones, but he didn't have such mistakes as at the end. So this was a little bit of wavering that the angle judge won't like. And yeah. But as I said, not the worst run. Here we saw, yeah, a little bit of hesitation there, a little bit of also wavering of the front tires, front wheels. So of course the judges will give their verdict to Manuel Vacca in a moment. As I said, yeah, 2 times Italian champion, 2017 and 2018. So yeah, he's driving a BMW. We have seen, of course, a lot of BMWs here. Yeah, from the 28 drivers, we have 11 BMWs, 7 Toyotas, 6 Nissans, 2 Subarus, and also 2 DD Cabas flanker F cars. So here we see it, DD Cabas. So they are based on a Chevrolet Corvette, and yeah, and 56 points for Manuel Vacca. And we are seeing Edgars Kroģeris once again. Okay, I think I know what happened. Maybe he did jump the start on his first run, so it's his second run right now for Edgars Kroģeris. And so it wasn't a mistake before that, so sorry for that to Edgars. And yeah, I think he's filling the zones better and better with each run. Now, yeah, far off, really far off from auto zone 4. Yeah, didn't make also touch and go 2. And yeah, a little bit off the wall as well. So that's yeah, I don't know if it was really better or worse run than before. So it seems, yeah, that something wasn't right with the first run, so he had to abandon it. And what we saw earlier wasn't his second run, but was his first run. So, and this is his second run Yeah, I think the start, the first two corners were better than before, but after that I think yeah, a little bit mistakes here and there. Also here not the best transition we've seen. So yeah, let's see what the judges say. As I said, 62 points in his first run, and let's see what or how much points he will get for his second. Nice replay. Nice slow motion replay from Edgars Kroģeris. So the points will come in just a second. It seems that okay, 63 points, 1 point better than his first run. And okay, we will see. Next up is Georgi Chiuchan. As I said before, two-time FIA IDC champion, 2018 and 2019. And of course, he's going for the triple or for a hat-trick this weekend. But right now, he's going to his second run. To remind you, he had a 0 in his first run, Georgi Chiuchan, so let's see. He should have points, or yeah, a little bit, of course, less risking this run. He gets the zones right up until this point. Here he had the mistake in his first run, but right now it seems better, and yeah, Georgi Chiuchan, or Gotcha, as he is better known, does everything right. Yeah, not riding the best line in the last corner, but he's over the line, and he will score points for this effort. So let's see the replay. But I think yeah, he missed the last outer zone. The first one is okay. Touch and go 1, all right. Outer zone 2, all right. Outer zone 3, really good. After that, a little bit of interesting transition. Touch and go 2 was really smooth. And here we see he gets to the wall, but yeah, doesn't ride it to the end. So he will get a deduction for that. But otherwise, I think a really complete run from Gotcha. And after the scare of his first run, where he did score 0 points, I think everything will be okay and all right with Georgi Chiuchan. And we see the points, 84 points for Gotcha, and that's 1 point less than Nicolas. So Gotcha right now in second place. Also getting ready for his second run, Joshua Reynolds in his Toyota GT86. Had 45 points, and yeah, not the best run on his first try. So let's see what will happen on his second try. Yeah, we hear really loud V8 engine under his bonnet. Built for war. Ah, that's a nice slogan. That's a nice slogan. On the back of Joshua Reynolds' car. As I said, he's also competing in Formula Drift, so a real good driver, but not really on grips with Pitonetic circuit, but really nice outer zone 1. Good touch and go. not getting right to the outside here. Also missing the outside zone 3 and almost over-rotating the car, and yeah, he's over. He's outside the track, outside the layout, and has to abort his second run, unfortunately, because the first corner was really amazing when you compare it to his first run. So yeah, unfortunately a big mistake in the last section, just after outside zone 4, and yeah, that's 0 for his second run, unfortunately, because yeah, I really liked the commitment in the first corner from Joshua Reynolds, but unfortunately he didn't put it all together until the end and had to abort his run. So I think we are done with the first group. Sergei Kabargin, of course, not running his second run right now because of the damage that happened after the crash to the front right of his car. So yeah, I think that's a wrap for Group 1, and we are on to Group 2. And the first one here is Oliver Randalou. Oliver Randalou, another BMW E36. They're quite popular here in the Baltics, in Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania. And yeah, Oliver Randalou, one of the best drivers in Estonia right now, champion of Estonian champion of last year, also third place in Baltic Championship last year. So let's see what he can do. He knows the track very well, not the first time here. Outer zone 1 is good, touch and go is good, inner clip is good. Will he go out? Oh, really nice getting to outer zone 2. That's not easy. Yeah, of course he misses right now the outer zone 3. Zone 4, yeah, he did a little bit touch and go, but that won't count. Really nice here on the touch and go 2, and last corner, concrete wall corner, and he's really nice up to the wall, and a good ending, really good ending from Oliver Randalou. So the Estonian driver really put it together at the end. First corner, as we saw, we can see it right now, of course, in the replay. Let's see how he did. Interesting initiation, but yeah, outer zone was good. Really nice transition, really fluid up until this point, and yeah, from here on didn't make the right choices to get to the next outer zones. Misses it here too. I think there was he looked like he touched the wall, of course. Yeah, his bumper fell off. But with that, of course, he could go really close without the bumper to the last corner. So overall, I would say a nice run. A few mistakes from Oliver Randalou, but yeah, got a little bit too close to the outside wall, and the bumper comes off. But yeah, that didn't ruin his run. So I think he will score quite a few points. I would say around the area of 60, 70. Should be something like that. Of course, that's up to the judges. I'm not a judge. And I think a lot of points, really a lot of points for Oliver Randalou. 77 points in his first run. So I think he will be quite happy with that. And yeah, the track layout, of course, isn't easy. So if you get it right, brilliant, but it's so easy not to get it right. So the next driver, Jérôme Vassia, pardon my French if it's not correctly spelled, but yeah, one of the French drift legends, CEO of French Drifting Championship, also of French Drifting Academy. So oh, he hits the cone in the start, but I think he can continue his first run. Really nice Nissan 350Z. And also a nice filling of outer zone 1, not getting the touch and go. Filling outer zone 2, that's nice. Also, yeah, he gets into outer zone 3. But right now, yeah, a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of mistake here at outer zone 4. Touch and go is spot on. And how will he ride the wall? And he's close to the wall. He's really close to the wall. Could have been a little bit closer, but at the end, I think a really good run from Jérôme Vassia. And we will see it, of course, one more time in replay. A lot of wheel spin, a lot of smoke coming out. And yeah, I think a good effort from Jérôme. Of course, you have to say he's not the first time here. If I remember correctly, he was here, yeah, if not last year, then maybe 2 years ago. But yeah, not the first time for him riding Bytjanegi circuit. And yeah, overall, a nice run. Should get good points for that. And a nice slow motion replay. Nissan 350Z, of course, a legend in drifting. If we remember, yeah, when drifting got mainstream after Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. There can't be, I think, a drift live stream without a reference to Tokyo Drift. So, and 57? Oh, 67. Yes, 67 points for Jérôme Vassia. Well, that's a nice scoring, so he can build up to a second run on that. Jack Shanahan next up. Really talented. Is it really Jack Shanahan here? No, it's not Jack Shanahan. It's 59. It is Jack Shanahan. Okay, yeah, it's a Supra. Sorry, yeah, it's a Supra with another front. Yeah, top secret, I think it's called. So yeah, Jack Shanahan, also one of the best European drivers out there, has got a lot of success in this track too. And we can see it, yeah, spot on right from the beginning, filling every zone there is. So the judges will be really, really happy with this fluid run. And let's see the wall. Yeah, no problem for Jack Shanahan, the Irish driver. And yeah, has been Irish Drift champion also. And has been doing, of course, very well in European Championships the last few years. Jack Shanahan from Ireland. I think there's nothing to add to this drive. Of course, you can always do a little bit better, but yeah, of course, you have to say that he is competing under Fresh Auto team. I think he touched the wall a little bit. Of course, there's a lot of smoke, but it seems that there was a little bit of a wall touching in the last corner. So yeah, Jack Shanahan, together with Damir Idiatulin and Evgeny Losev, Fresh Auto team. So 2 Russian drivers and 1 Irish driver who are competing under Fresh Auto. And maybe we can see it here. Yeah, I think he touches. Yeah, a little bit of wall touching. So perfect, almost perfect run from Jack Shanahan. And yeah, a nice onboard shot also here. And what's the... Oh, a lot of points. Almost perfect for Jack Shanahan, and 93 points for Jack Shanahan, and he's right now on top of the classification of qualifying. Of course, yeah, we have a lot of drivers coming up, but one of them is Alex Golovnya, or better known as Chepa, from Ukraine. Toyota GT86 with 1,000 horsepower. 4 digits in the horsepower section, so wow. Okay, let's see what Chepa can do. Also a very talented driver, champion of Russian Drift Series last year. Also always traditionally doing well in the Eastern European Drift Championship. And yeah, nice riding off the first outer zone. Touch and go is also on spot. Of course, not the first time also here in Riga. Yeah, outer zone 3 wasn't perfect, outer zone 4 was okay, touch and go seems right. And the last corner, wall riding, a little bit at the end. The entry of the wall and the first part of the wall was all right, was nice. But the end, I think, yeah, half a meter missing, I would say, from my opinion. I think all in all, a good run. Good run from Alexei Golovnya. And he should score a lot of points for that. I think the first time he was here in Riga, Latvia, at this track, almost 10 years ago, when Eastern European Drift Championship events were happening here. And yeah, I remember him with a Nissan S13. That was his car for a lot of years. But for the past few years, he has changed the chassis to Toyota GT86. So the points are in, and also a really good score for Cepa. 88 points. 88 points for Cepa, and he's ranked right now 3rd. Next up, Sergei Sak from Belarus. And he's two-time Belarusian champion and also champion, Eastern Europe Drift champion of 2016. And also not a stranger to this track. And as well, driving a Toyota GT86. So let's see. We'll see his first run. Outer zone, not perfect. The start was all right, but then he loses out a little bit. Touch and go is good. Inner clipping point is good. Misses out outer zone 2. Coming to outer zone 3. Misses it. Yeah, goes on the curb and goes a little bit offline. Huge mistake from Sergei Sak. Trying to get to the end, trying to get some points. Oh, and that's a huge mistake. Not getting to the finish line. A few meters before the finish line, goes straight. And yeah, unfortunately, that's a 0. That's a 0 for Sergei Sak, not making it to the finish line while drifting. So very interesting. I really didn't understand what happened there, because the wall riding was kind of okay. But unfortunately, 0 points for Sergei Sak on his first try. Better luck next time, or better luck for his second run. Next one, Damir Idiatulin, fresh auto drift. Russian driver. And interesting car choice, Toyota Altezza. Of course, we have a lot of these, or had at least a lot of these Toyota Altezza, or as we know it in Europe, Lexus IS cars in a Russian Drift series, but I think they're getting less and less. It's quite an old car, 20 years old, so it's not getting easier to get parts for it. But let's see how he's doing in his first run. Good riding of the outer zone 1. Touch and go was all right. And yeah, not terrible. A little bit of hesitation or deceleration there with big angle. And let's see. And good wall riding, really good. Yeah, he touches the wall. He touched the wall at least 2 times, I think. So up until that point, it was a solid run. But yeah, a cherry on the top with this wall touching at the end. So great effort by Damir, who is the first time here at Riga, or at least first time competing at this Bitter track or circuit. So pretty nice, filling all the zones. Also fluid transitions, and here we can see once again cherry on the top, riding the wall, hitting it 2-3 times. So I think the judges will be happy with that. And of course, we spectators will be happy, or are happy with that action from Damir Idiatulin. As I said, the Russian Drift Series driver. And once again in slow motion, I think 1 touch, 2 touch, yeah, touch and go, touch and go from Damir. And we have the points in, and a great score also for Damir Idiatulin. 82 points, and right now sitting 5th. And next up is home hero, Kristaps Bluš, or Kristaps Blues. I don't know how to pronounce him. Should I do it correctly in Latvian, or should I try the Formula Drift style? But yeah, Kristaps Bluš from Latvia. Of course, the biggest star from the Latvian drivers. 2 times Eastern Europe champion, Formula Drift event winner in Atlanta 2018, and the last few years competing in Russia in RDS. So let's see his home track, Kristaps Bluš, first run. HGK driver, really nice outer zone 1. Gets touch and go, good. A little bit missing out inner clip. Gets outer zone 2. Outer zone 3 only with 1 wheel. A little bit of, yeah, not getting right to outer zone 4. Gets to touch and go, and let's see how he will ride the wall. He gets pretty close. Had a crash yesterday with that, but yeah, over the line for Kristaps Bluš. So, yeah, where to begin? Let's begin at the beginning with the first corner. The first corner has always been a specialty of Kristaps. Really fluid and nice, gets a good transition, gets touch and go, but then somehow, yeah, here he's all right with 1 wheel, but then misses out almost completely on outer zone 3, outer zone 4, a little bit of, yeah, mistake there from him. Touch and go is okay, I would say, and the wall is also quite close, and he's in the zone and over the line, so yeah, we can say not great, not terrible about this run from Kristaps. His HGK E92 Eurofighter. Also, I think it's a new design for him this year. A little bit of sponsorship from Motul. Yeah, long partnership. Or I think reaching 15 years back when Kristaps was starting his motorsport career in circuit racing, but then shifted his focus to drifting, and points are in. Yeah, of course, deductions for the mistakes. 82 points, same as Damir Idiatulin, so a good base to build on for his second run. And I think we have the first seven drivers of the second group have had their runs, so we are on to the second runs. Oliver Randelu will start, Estonian champion from last year, 77 points on his first run. Well, let's see if he can better that. Rear bumper is still off. He had a little bit of touching with the wall at outer zone 4. Good initiation. Filling out outer zone 1, going to touch and go. Gets it right. Inner clipping point also good. Not really on the edge. Yeah, not getting the outer zone 2 or outer zone 3. Outer zone 4 is a little bit of a better story. Touch and go is okay. And now he goes to the wall. Trying with the front brakes, and that's nice. That's a nice ending. That's a nice ending to not a really great run from the middle zone. But yeah, we'll see. I think it should be better than his first run. Interesting choice of initiation. He's doing it in the middle of the track when compared to other drivers. And of course tomorrow, or yeah, today when we will start top 32, he will have to adjust a little bit, I think, his initiation. But let's see. Yeah, a couple of mistakes in the middle sector of the track. but the end was spot on. We see how he tries with the front brakes to get to the wall closely. So I think for the effort, he should get a lot of points for commitment and for trying. And he was right there. And he's not afraid here to use his front brakes to rotate the car where he wants it to be. And yeah, this zone was good. This zone was missing. But overall, yeah, he touches the wall. Overall, good. Good run by Randalu. So we can see the speed around 100 kilometers per hour. Angle we also see, and yeah, of course here deceleration. He gets down to 60 kilometers per hour, and then of course speeds up a little bit. And speed at the wall, 60 kilometers per hour. That's over the speed limit in the city. if we can compare that, and we have the score in. And 76, 1 point less than his first run. So yeah, 77 and 76. That's a wrap for Oliver Randalu and his qualification. Now we're on to Jérôme Vassia. 67 points in his first run. He'll try to better that. French drifting legend. CEO of French Drift and French Drift Academy. So doing a lot for the French drifting community. A little bit of slow initiation. Ow, and he aborts the run. Unfortunately, has to abort the run. And it's clear that... Or was he told to come back? Can also be, of course, can also be. And where is he going? No, he's going to the paddock. So I think that's all for Jérôme Vassia in this qualification. Fortunately, he had points from his first run, 67. So he will qualify for top 32. Right now we are on to Jack Shanahan. He had 93 points, and I think he is the qualification leader right now. Jack Shanahan with his Toyota Supra from Fresh Auto Team. Yeah, one of the best Irish drivers out there. 2017 Irish Drift champion. Also has been a British Drift champion. And as I said before, has had a lot of success here, has been on the podium in Riga. So he will try, of course, to step on the podium also this weekend. Great initiation with power, really filling out the first zone. Touch and go, inner clip, everything spot on until this point, and I think he can maybe better the score of his first run. 93 points there. Yeah, very good through the zone, out in zone 4, touch and go, and onto the wall. Will he touch the wall? Will he touch the wall? No, he's perfectly close, but with a few centimeters missing till the wall. So yeah, in the first run he did touch it. In the second run, a little bit more careful on the last corner. So yeah, Jack Shanahan, Irish driver. That's how a qualification run should look like. So everybody else can have a look, see how it's done, and try to match that. Match that from Jack Shanahan. pretty perfect run from Shanahan. So he's one to watch over all the weekend. And he's not only great in qualifying, but he's really great in tandem runs and final runs. When it's one-on-one, I think one of the best chase drivers I've ever seen. So a pleasure to watch always, Jack Shanahan. Of course, we have one more Irish driver on the grid who's even better at chasing, but we'll get to him a little bit later. Almost perfect run from Jack Shanahan. 97 points for his second effort, and of course he still sits in first position. 97 points, that's hard to beat. That's really hard to beat. So of course we have some few drivers who are able to do that. We'll get to them later. Maybe the second Irish driver, James Dean. But yeah, 97 points. That's really strong. That's really strong. That's a really strong entry for winning of the qualification. Second run for Alex Golovnya, or Chepa, from Ukraine in his Toyota GT86. Had 88 points in his first run. Trying, of course, to better that. Filling out the first zone, touch and go is good, and a clipping point is good. Not really getting to the outer zone 2. Outer zone 3 is okay. Outer zone 4 filling nicely. Yeah, touch and go 2 is also all right, and outer zone 5. Really close to the wall. Really perfect, I would say. That was perfect. That was really perfect. Last corner, outer zone 5, filling in from start to the ending. Wow. Maybe the first sector or the middle sector. Yeah, the first sector here is good. The first 2 corners, really nice. Then he misses a little bit of outer zone 2. Misses a little bit of outer zone 3. Outer zone 4, I think, was good. Touch and go without mistakes. But here, from the starting till the ending of the corner, centimeters away from the wall. So, wow, mind-blowing performance from Alex Golovnya, or as the fans call him, or himself calls him, Chepa. As we see, local sponsored driver, champion of last year's RDS, or Russian Drift Series. Of course, has had also success in his native Ukraine. So, and we see a nice onboard. That's a really nice touch, of course, in this live stream. And how much points? He will get points deducted for missing some zones. Yeah. And in the end, 87 points. 1 point less than his first attempt. So still sitting in third, and a nice position right now. We'll see how it will pan out. Sergei Sak is the next one on the line. 0 points in his first run. So he has to put some points on the board. Will he be able to do that? We will see just in a few seconds. And he's on to his second run. Also, yeah, Toyota GT86. No mistakes, Sergei, this time. Outer zone 1. Not great. Yeah, lacking a little bit of angle. Oh, overshooting. I think the cone goes with him. Yeah, missing a lot of zones, and spinning out Sergei Sak. Big mistake, not only on his first run, but also on his second run. So, unfortunately, 2 zeros for Sergei Sak. So the Belarusian driver, it seems, will end his competition here and today after qualifying. So yeah, 0 in run one, 0 in run 2, and unfortunately he's the first one with 2 zeros. Yeah, we have still Sergei Kabargin with 1-0, who hasn't made his second run yet. I assume his car is getting repaired, but we will see. We will see in time. But as I said, Sergei Sak from Belarus, the first one out. Second run right now for Damir Idiatulin from Russia in his Toyota Alteza. Quite legendary car or model, but let's get back to that later. Really nice filling out of outer zone 1. Touch and go is good. Outer zone 2 is also much better than his first run. Outer zone 3, he gets in the zone. Outer zone 4 also filling it out pretty nicely. Much better run than his first one. Touch and go is good. And now onto the last corner, onto the concrete wall. How close can he get? How close can he get? Really close. So really nice ending to a really nice run. Spot on from Damir Idiatulin. Let's see it one more time on replay, but have to say, really impressive running from him. 82 points. How much points did he get on his first try? Yeah, 82 points. I think this was a much better run, filling out all the zones. Nothing much to add, really, nothing much to add. And here we see from the top, once again, also with the telemetry from his second run. So I think he will get a lot of points for this one. It should be better than 82 on his first run. So, but while we are looking at telemetry and while we are looking at this replay, let me of course introduce you the partners of this FIA Drifting Intercontinental Cup. Without them, of course, it won't be possible. It wouldn't be possible to do it. Wow! Let's go to the partners a little bit later, but 98 points! 98 points for Damir Idiatulin, and he's ranking #1. Yeah, I thought that it was a really good run. And it was a great, an impressive, almost perfect run. 2 points till perfection from Damir Idiatulin. So yeah, next up, Kristaps Blush, moderate first run, 82 points with a few zone mistakes. Let's see if he can do better. I know he can do better. Will he? Let's see that after just a few moments. So yeah, of course, thank you for all the partners. I'm all, Dutch producer of high-tech lubricants for motor transports and industry. And we will go to the next partners after this run. Kristaps Blush, second run with his HGK E92 Eurofighter, filling the zone out perfectly. Touch and go is good. Let's see, will he get out to the... Yeah, he gets out to the outer zone 2, better than his first run. Gets outer zone 3 as well, outer zone 4, yeah, he gets in. A little bit of wavering there, but nothing major. Touch and go 2 is good, and now wall. He has to go close to the wall. He is there, I think he is there, he is there. Yes, Kristaps Blush riding the wall and over the line for his second run. It seems that he's happy. He's happy about his second run, doing a little bit of more drifting after the finish line, and yeah, Kristaps is a really... We know that Kristaps is a really emotional guy, so he has a lot of adrenaline pumping inside his body, and of course, if he's happy, he shows that to everybody, and we saw that right now. He was happy with his second run, and we see he did fill out all the zones, and I think it will be a much better score than his first run. Then, yeah, another good partner of FIA IDC, Kaspersky, global cybersecurity and digital privacy company, founded way back in 1997. Yeah, I think everybody who has a computer knows Kaspersky, so they're doing a really great job of protecting our computers and doing, of course, a lot of else things. And then we have, yeah, the organizers, Russian Drift Series. Yeah, it has been the organizer and promoter of multi-stage drift competitions in Russia since 2009. And yeah, Russian Drift Series Grand Prix is one of the 3 largest world drift competitions. Did we get the points for Kristaps yet in? I assume we maybe did, or maybe didn't. And they're coming right now. Okay. And 88 points. Yeah, much better run from Kristaps. And he's ranking right now at 5th position. So yeah, Russian Drift Series, or RDS, following an official tender process throughout 2020, the FIA appointed Russian Drift Series as the new promoter of the FIA IDC for an initial 3-year term covering from this year's 2021 to 2023 seasons. So these are the partners. I will tell you maybe a little bit more about them later, but right now we're on to Evgeny Loss, his first run. So the next group of 7 is on the track. Evgeny Lossev, one of the biggest Russian stars, of course. Quite okay, outer zone 1, touch and go is good. How do he fare with... It's okay. Outer zone 3 and 4 is okay. Touch and go, yeah, not bad. And we have to remember this is his first run here for Evgeny Lossev. And yeah, I think it was a nice effort from Evgeny Lossev. And we have to remember also it's his first time here. Haven't competed before here in Riga, Latvia, at the Biterniki circuit. So everybody who comes here the first time, if he does as well as Evgeny Lossev is doing right now, he yeah, has to get a lot of praise for that. And Evgeny Lossev, yeah, 2nd place last year in Russian Drift Series. So a really talented and good driver, as we know. RDS has really fine talent there. Also, one of the best drivers in the world are competing there. So to be 2nd, nice achievement from Evgeny Lossev, who is driving also a really interesting car, Toyota Mark II. So it seems from the design it's yeah, 80s or maybe early 90s, but quite an old car. But he's getting it done. And let's see and wait for the score. Evgeny Lossev also one of the drivers in competing in Fresh Auto team. And 87 points. 87 points on his first attempt for Evgeny Lossev. Good score right now in 6th position. And we are almost at the half. Almost at the half of all drivers. Next one, real global superstar, Charles Ng. Yeah, he's an athlete from Hong Kong, China. So let's see how he will do on this track, on this special layout. First time also from here for him. Ex-Formula Drift driver, right now Russian Drift Series driver with a Nissan S14. Driving for iMall Racing. Good feeling of outer zone 1. Touch and go is all right. Inner clipping point is good. Outer zone 2, he made it there. Outer zone 3, yep, he's there as well. Now the deceleration zone. Outer zone 4 does it well as well. Touch and go is a wrap for him. And right now to the wall. Right now to the wall. Is he close? Yeah, he's close. Nice running, nice effort, nice job from Charles Ng. And we see it here once again. So yeah, Charles Ng Former also World Touring Car Championship driver, but then he shifted his focus to drifting and has been doing that for the, I think, almost last 10 years. Had a few good years in Formula Drift, and in the past few years running a Russian Drift Series. 2019 a vice champion. So he has got the talent, and we've seen it here in his first run. So, as I said, it's not easy to get on terms with this track. The layout is really difficult. A lot of high-speed corners. The first one is a blind corner. You have to initiate not seeing where the track goes afterwards. So, as I said, everybody who comes here first time, almost usually or almost always struggles, but not Charles NG. So he's putting a solid run in. As said before, IML Racing team. He's teammates with the next driver also, with Daigo Saito. So, but let's wait for the score for Charles NG. We see 80 points, if I'm correctly. Yeah, my math is okay. So 80 points for Charles NG. But now, right on, I think one of the most famous drifters or drifting pilots of the world, Daigo Saito, in his new Toyota GR Supra, representing also IML Racing, and of course, yeah, one of the biggest stars, not only in Japan but in the world. I would say he's a drifting icon. So, yeah, a lot of titles over the years, and let's see. Not the first time also here. He was here a few years back at the HGK Drift Challenge. So, and overshoots the first corner and has to abort his first run. What a shame for Daigo Saito. The question is, yeah, the tire is not debeated, so he's right now, of course, thinking what to do. Is there a problem with the tires or not? Yeah, difficult to see from here. But yeah, he's going off track. And yeah, the second big star with a 0 in his first run. Let's remember, Georgi Chivchan or Gocha had a 0 in his first run. And Daigo Saito does the same, and the 0 for him. Yeah, D1, Japanese champion, Formula Drift champion, back in 2012. Whoa, such a long time ago. But yeah, still a drifting icon, Daigo Saito. The next one is also an icon, but in Russia, Arkady Tseregratsev. Of course, not only in Russia. In the first FIA Intercontinental Drifting Cup, he got second place in 2017. And right now, he's here in Riga, trying his first qualification run. Let's see how he will fare. Good filling out the first zone. He's also driving the DD Kappa Flanker F car based on the Chevy Corvette. Not perfect outer zone 3. Outer zone 4 is okay. A little bit losing speed there. Not making it to touch and go 2. And now on outer zone 5, the wall. And the wall is better for him. Not until the end, but the first half, first 3/4 of the wall was okay. Then he got a little bit carried away from that. But yeah. And Arkady Tseregratsev representing Fail Crew team together with Sergei Kabargin. Yeah, Arkady Tseregratsev, really big name in Russia. One of the organizers previously, of course, of Russian Drift Series. So really big name, and has done a lot of good to Russian Drift to establish it where it is right now. And also, yeah, not a too bad a driver either. That's at least we can say. So yeah, first run for Arkady Tseregratsev. I think solid points in the bag. Not in the 90s, but somewhere in the 80s, I think his result should be. And if I remember correctly, I think he is also the first time here competing at the Bitterneki circuit. So yeah, first time here in Riga, Latvia. At least for competing. I don't know, maybe he has been here for business or for leisure. Don't know that exactly. Maybe we'll find out. But right now we're waiting for points for Arkady Tsarogradzev. As I said, fail crew team, driver Didi Kaba, flanker F-car. And solid points. Yeah, solid points for Tsarogradzev. 79 and 9th position right now for him. And we are moving on to the next driver. Only Lithuanian here. So Benediktas Čirba, HGK E92 Eurofighter, representing Liqui Moly team. And yeah, one of the best, if not the best, Lithuanian driver out there. 2019 champion, second place in Baltic Drift Championship last year, behind Nicolas Bertans. So, and of course, I don't know how many times he has been here at the Bitterneki circuit. At least 5, I would say, rather closer to 10. So really nice car for Benediktas Čirba, E92 Eurofighter. And let's see his first qualification run. Good initiation, filling out outer zone 1. Let's see, touch and go is good. Close to inner clipping point, getting out to outer zone 2. That's a nice line from him. Outer zone 3, yeah, almost perfect. Outer zone 4 is okay. Could have been a little bit closer to the wall. Touch and go, not 100%ly. And now to the wall, missing half a meter there, but getting closer, and that's a wrap. That's a wrap for Benediktas Čirba. His first run right now at FIA IDC 2021 in Riga, Latvia. First time in Europe. The first 3 years were in Japan, but now we're on to Europe, and I think it's a really nice venue to have it here. And as I said, a really legendary racetrack in the Baltic states. And Benediktas Čirba is doing well on this course. Yeah, if we can dive a little bit into history. Of the racetrack. I should know it. I should know it, but I want to get the years right. I want to get the years right, so that there are no misunderstandings when it was established, and yeah, so on. Let's wait, of course, for the points right now. For Benediktas Čirba, and yeah, quite okay. 87 points, and sitting right now in 7th position. So a good base to build on. So yeah, the history spans back to 1962, but we'll get to that later when we have time. Right now we're on to number 99, Grzegorz Hipki from Poland. Yeah, one of the best Polish drivers. Has had a lot of success in the last, I would say, 10 years on European stages, and yeah, missing out a little bit of outer zone 2 and outer zone 3 also not exactly perfect. So not the greatest run from Grzegorz Hipki, not the greatest line from him. Trying to get to the wall, but yeah, a little bit, half a meter off, I would say, from the wall where the judges would like to see him. And it's a shame, because Hipki has been to Riga before, has had success here also. I think a few years back he was also on the podium, so he knows the track in and out. But somehow the new layout isn't really speaking with him. And he has to try to better his score on his second run. Okay, we don't know the score of his first run yet, but I assume it won't be pretty much high up. So let's wait, of course. Let's wait for Grzegorz Hippy. And while we're waiting, of course, a little bit about the history. Yeah, in 1962, the track designers began their work in order to make an exciting and quality racetrack. The initiators of this idea visited other car and motorcycle tracks in the Soviet Union. After those visits, it was decided that the circuit in Riga would be with corners of varying radiuses, without long straights, and with some elevation changes. And some elevation changes we have. I don't know if it's, I think, of course, in the screen, if you're watching live stream, you can't see the elevation changes perfectly, as it is on other racetracks, watching, of course. But there is quite some elevation change down from the first corner, so it goes downwards. And yeah, 71 points for Grzegorz Hippy, and the drivers have to manage that, of course. And yeah, building of the track was done in two parts. In 1966, the motorcycle track and karting track were finished. But of course, we go to the next driver, Nodo Kodua, from Georgia. From Georgia. Let's see, nice car, BMW E82, so 1 Series. Let's see what he can do. I think also the first time here, and not filling out the outer zone 1 properly. Touch and go is okay. Will he get to the outside zone? Yeah, he does it here better than the first corner. Misses out outer zone 3. A little bit of straightening, completely misses out outer zone 4, so that will be a question to the judges if that was a straight or if it was a big correction. The wall is okay, but yeah, not the best run. Of course, also not the worst run today, but far from the best one either. So yeah, we can watch, of course, the replay right now of Nodo Kodua's first run. So Kodua from Georgia. But a little bit about the history of Bitoneki circuit. In 1966, yeah, the motorcycle track and karting track were finished. So yeah, but a year later, local enthusiasts also got access to the finished car track. So the track was built in the 60s, so long time ago. A long time ago, yeah. And interesting fact, of course, since 2011, the Bitoneki track is owned by Road Traffic Safety Directorate. And since then, the last 10 years, there have been multiple positive changes to it, and yeah, a few new tarmac sections, or a few new sections with a few sections with new tarmac. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And yeah, the track is really famous, of course, not only in the Baltic states, but also worldwide, because we have had, for the past few years, also FIA World Rallycross Championship here. We can see, and yeah, 55 points for Nodo Kodua. And yeah, if we have shots from the sky, from drones, so we can see the Rallycross circuit. It's on the right of the paddock. So if you see gravel sections there, that's part of the Rallycross track. Next one up, Yevgeny Losev for his second run. First run, 87 points with his Toyota Mark II. Let's see how he will go. Really nice aggressive first corner. missing out on outer zone 2. Missing out outer zone 3. So yeah, if you don't get it right there, really, really big angle and huge deceleration for him. Missing out also that outer zone 4, and yeah, that won't be a great score for him. A little bit off the wall also. So yeah, if you don't get right the second corner or the entry to the straight, after that it's really hard to correct that mistake and to get the car back on the right line. And as we see it here, yeah, really deep there. And yeah, if you miss out this, you will miss out. You have a much faster transition, and yeah, from there on, it's a mess. This run of Yevgeny Losev. He had 87 points in his first run, so that's good for him. That's working for him. But in the second run, yeah, I don't see it higher than 80, maybe less. So it was not only the line, but there was also some kind of a little bit of hesitation from outer zone 3 to outer zone 4 to touch and go 2. So it was a little bit of a messed up. Yeah, here we see too much anger there, and loses the fluidity. And I think he won't be happy with this run from himself. Let's wait for the judges. And of course, yeah, once again, a reminder, Yevgeny Losev, fresh auto team. And 80 points for this second effort. And yeah, vice champion of Russian Drift Series last year, Yevgeny Losev from Russia. Next one up is Charles NG from Hong Kong, China. Real superstar, real superstar. As I said before, was competing 10 years ago in FIA World Touring Car Championship. After that, shifted to drifting, spent a few years in USA in Formula Drift, and the last few years in Russian Drift Series. Not good effort, not good initiation. I think it was a kind of a double initiation from Charles NG on this part, on the first part of the track. Yeah, outer zone 2 is good, outer zone 3 is also good, but what can you do? If you mess up the first corner, you will lose points for that. And whoa, really close to the tire barrier. Spoiler goes off, and he goes on to the wall right now. He rides the wall pretty close. So dramatic and eventful run from Charles NG. Of course, that's what we want to see. If he had if he would have nailed the first corner, then I think it would have been a really good run. But we see, yeah, tried to get to the outer zone, didn't do it on the first attempt, and tried to get it, yeah, a little bit. Of course, he did do that, but yeah. Otherwise, the run was pretty perfect. And let's watch out here. With the spoiler, he hits the tire barrier and the spoiler goes off. So he was close there on touch and go too. A little bit too close, maybe, for his liking. Okay, sorry. I think it was the rear bumper, not the spoiler. In the smoke, you couldn't see it so clearly. So let's have a watch on the replay. Oh, we have a really good camera angle here, and we will see what happened there. Yeah, it's the bumper. Okay, it's the bumper, but wow, really nice. Hold it together there. So I think it wasn't a mistake from Charles NG there. So let's wait for the points. First run, he had 80. Is this better? I think it is a little bit better, and yeah, 2 points better. So 82 points, and right now in 9th position is Charles NG. I'm all a racing driver. And okay, we have some kind of, it seems, problems for Daigo Saito, because we don't see his car there for his second run. Instead, we see Arkady Tseregratsev, who had 79 points in his first run, failed crew driver, as we see Monster Energy is sponsoring him as well. And of course we see Cylon tire stickers. So let's see, Arkady Tsergratsev, second run, Russian drift legend. We can say that for sure. Outer zone 1 is okay. So I would say 50-50. Touch and go was good, inner clipping is good. Didn't get out, quite out where he should be. Outer zone 3 a little bit better. Outer zone 4 much better than his first run. Touch and go is touch and go. And now onto the wall. I think he's lacking a little bit of speed. A little bit of speed when we compare to other drivers. And yeah. Could have been a little bit closer to the wall. But otherwise, I don't know if it's really that he's a little bit slower than others. Of course, there are no points for speed as such, but of course it is in style and commitment. In style, which is commitment and fluidity. You have to maintain a speed, a nice speed, because it seems. Okay, I've a little bit hooked up on this speed mentioning, but yeah, we'll see the score after just a little bit. The car is DD Kaba Flanker F. A lot of people will be asking, what's that? What's a DD Kaba? So it's a creation from Sergei Kabargin and his team. And his Fail Crew team. So the car is based underneath the chassis is from a Chevrolet Corvette, but the body kit and other things are designed by DD Kaba or Sergei Kabargin, and the car's name is Flanker F. So yeah, it's a really aggressive looking car. And yeah, let's see. Let's see the points for Arkady Tsergratsev. 79 on his first attempt. What will it be on his second attempt? It seems, 72 points, and we saw not much points for style. So I think the speed criteria was within that. So yeah, only 72 points for Tsergratsev. But yeah, that's less than his first attempt. Moving on, Benediktas Čirba, Lithuanian driver. I would say the best Lithuanian driver at the moment. If somebody is asking where is Lithuania, is one of the Baltic states. We have Lithuania in the south, Riga, Latvia in the middle, where we are right now, and Estonia on top, or in the north. So Čirba from Lithuania. Good run, his first attempt. Let's see if he can better. Nice outer zone 1. Touch and go is good. Inner clipping point is good. Outer zone 2 is good. Outer zone 3, yeah, I think he made it really well. Outer zone 4 could have been a little better. Touch and go, yep, on spot, on point. And now get closer to the wall, Benediktas Čirba. Come on, you can do it. And it's a really nice effort from Čirba, and he's over the line to finish his second qualifying run. So in his first attempt, 87 points. He's representing Liqui Moly team this weekend. And as I said before, Lithuanian champion 2019 and Baltic vice champion last year. So a driver with good titles, with good skills, and a really nice looking E92 Eurofighter from HGK. And yeah, I think much better a run than his first, and he should be somewhere close, I would say, to the 90s. Because I didn't see much mistakes from him. Really fluid, filling out all the zones. So let's wait and see. Of course, I'm completely trusting the judges, David Kalas, Vernon Zvaneveld and Heiko Simonian. 3 judges with huge experience have been judging the biggest events around the world. And right now, of course, the FIA Intercontinental Drifting Cup. So, yeah, I think it's a nice score. It's a nice score. 90 points, precisely 90 points from 4, Benediktas Čirba. And he goes up to 3rd place right now. So I think he will be happy with that. Of course, we have a few good drivers before us. One of them is Grzegorz Hipki from Poland. And he has been a vice European champion 2017 and 2018. So a driver with also much achievements, but with a really bad first run, 71 points only there, missing a lot of zones. So let's see if he can better that. Outer zone 1 with his Nissan Silvia. It's better than before. Really nice transitions, fast and smooth. Misses out outer zone 2. With huge angle, misses out on the outer zone 3 as well. Okay, he's in outer zone 4. That's a little bit better maybe than before. Touch and go. Misses. Yeah, he's sliding a little bit in the middle of the track, and that's not what the judges want to see. Okay, he's close to the wall, but I think that was the only positive thing from him. Okay, the first corner was quite well, but otherwise a lot of mistakes from Grzegorz Hipki. He just can't slide out to the outer zones as he of course would wish. Maybe a little bit too early transition there. And we see he misses completely outer zone 2, outer zone 3. Yeah, he gets in the zone for 4, but that won't be enough to put on a good score. Missing touch and go, everybody I think is going very well through that touch and go 2 zone. Wall ride, yeah, was good, but otherwise not the best run from Grzegorz Hipki from Poland. I know he can do better. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the car. He was driving before the classic BMW E30 3 Series. That was the car he was competing with for a lot of years. Maybe it suited him a little bit better, but with this Nissan he can't make it to the outside zones and is sliding in the middle of the track, and the judges don't like that. So yeah, quite a points deduction for him. And okay, he betters his score to 77 and it sits right now in 12th position. So overly 77 for this performance, he should take it. And the last run of this group of 7 drivers, Nodo Kodua from Georgia, had 55 points on his first run, so has a lot of to make up. A smashed rear right light. And let's see if he can better his score for his second run. Nodo Kodua. First zone, yeah, was okay. Outer zone 2, he did hit it. Outer zone 3, missed it by little. Outer zone 4, nope, that's not gonna work for him. At least touch and go. Yeah, at least touch and go he gets. And right now to the wall. To the wall, to the wall, to the wall, to the wall, to the wall. And yeah, could have been a little bit closer, but over the line. And hard to say. I think it was better, it was more fluid than the first attempt from him, from Nodo Kodua, the Georgian driver. Yeah, the first corner not too bad, not really too bad. You can do it, of course, better, but for Nodo Kodua, who's first time visiting here and first time driving this track, so I think it was quite okay job. The middle section, the one to forget for Nodo Kodua. He should, I think, be in the, or he should get more points than his first attempt. And yeah, let's see one more time in the replay. We see the front headlights are from an American E82 or American 1 Series because of the orange deflectors. Yeah, just a small interesting effect that I spotted right now. And yeah, let's wait for the scores. I hope it's better than his first run. It should be better than his first run. And yeah, I think 67 points, if I'm correct. I think Nodo Kudua should take it. 67 points, sitting right now in 13th position. So he's not the last. He's not the last. But let's move on to the next group. Hometown hero Ivo Cirulis from Latvia, representing via the Latvia team. 2015 EDC champion. He was also 3 times Latvian vice champion. And yeah, still has his car, which not competing on a daily basis the last few years, but for the big events he's here always, and he loves, of course, his home track. And a good initiation from Ivo Cirulis. Good first outer zone. Let's see, touch and go a little bit far off. Inner clipping zone was okay, not going out to the outer zone 2. Outer zone 3, he gets it with one wheel. At least that's for him working out. Outer zone 4 is spot on, really nice. Touch and go. Ooh, really close to the tires. That was a nice one. And Ivo Cirulis now to the wall. Is he right there? He is right there, and he is doing well on his first attempt. Ivo Cirulis could have been a little bit closer to the wall, but yeah, first run, better safe than sorry. Let's get some points on the board, and then we can risk for the second run. That, I think, is the approach for most of the drivers out there, and I think that's an approach that's working almost always. But yeah, the biggest mistake was missing out outer zone 2. Otherwise, quite competitive run. As I said before, could have been a little bit closer to the wall at the end. At the middle zone, it was really good. It was okay, but at the ending, other drivers were a little bit closer. So yeah, Ivo Cirulis representing via the Latvia team together with Edgars Kroģeris and Nicolas Bērtāns. So the Latvian trio who are driving for via the Latvia. And of course we have another one Latvian driver, Kristaps Blush, who is, yeah, I would say, representing himself and his company HGK. So let's wait for points for Ivo Cirulis. I think that's solid. That's a solid effort for his first run, 81 points, and sitting right now in 10th position. So he can do better, and I assume we will see that. But now, wow, right on to James Dean, the machine, one of the most famous drivers in the world. Some would say the best driver in the world, James Dean. 3 times European champion, 3 times Formula Drift champion, and right now, of course, first time competing here at FIA Intercontinental Drifting Cup. So let's see. Of course, he wants to put this title or get this title to his other achievements. And a really good outer zone 1, touch and go, not bad. Outer zone 2, also great. Outer zone 3, yeah, I think it's a nice effort from him. Outer zone 4, could have been a little bit better. Touch and go is good. And let's see how he will ride the wall. Will he touch the wall with his spoiler or not? Oh, very close, really nice, really precise. Yeah, that's what we want to see from James Dean, the machine, representing IMOL Racing this event. Yeah, of course, Irish driver competing in Russian Drift Series after a long spell in Europe, a long spell in the United States, and now trying to win also in Russia. And of course in FIA IDC. That's his main goal for this weekend for James Dean. Solid run, really solid run. And but I know James Dean can do better. I think this was also a little bit of a safe run to get points in the bag, and then he will risk more for his second effort. Right now, the most points has Damir Idayatulin, 98. Then comes, I think, Jack Shanahan with 93, and 97. Sorry, for Jack Shanahan. And afterwards we have I don't really remember. We'll see. We'll see. But I think this should be a run in the high 80s or low to mid 90s. I think the one thing I didn't like was outer zone 4. I think a little bit of hesitation or mess, but okay, I was wrong. I was being wronged. 97 points for James Dean, and he's right now in 3rd position with 97 points. Wow, the same point amount as his fellow Irishman Jack Shanahan. So as I said before, when Jack was driving, we have to wait for James Dean. So 97 for James Dean. He can do better. Let's see later a little bit in his second run. Next one, Max Miller, Liqui Moly team. Driver from Ukraine, driving a BMW 4 Series. Yeah, he's hugely popular on social media. If you want to check it out, at @whoismiller on Instagram. Yeah, has always fun stories and fun things doing. So yeah, really famous driver in Ukraine and of course also in Russia. 2018 EDC champion or Eastern European champion, and let's see how he will do in Riga. Second time for him here. Yeah, filling out quite oak, I would say. The first zone, second zone, not entirely. Oh, a little bit of mistake, a little bit of straight running from Max Miller. That will the judges see as a huge mistake. Yeah, either straight or a huge correction, but either way he will get a lot of points deducted for that, and he's in the finish. He's over the finish line, and oh yeah. Okay, I got information that Kristaps Blush is also representing FIA the team. It's not mentioned in the list of competitors, but sorry, that's my bad. So all 4 Latvian drivers are representing FIA the Latvia, not only Niklas Bērtāns, Edgars Kroģeris and Ivo Cīrulis, but also Kristaps Blush. So FIA the Latvia, thank you for the support for our Latvian drivers. And yeah, Max Miller. I think the points won't be much, because we will right now see in the replay here. Yeah, okay. Let's give Max Miller the benefit of the doubt and say it was a long transition. We have these kind of transitions here at Biķernieki also over the past few years. So okay, I think he will get points, but not very much. But some points will be there for him, and he will of course try to better his score on his second attempt. So 68 points. Okay, sorry, now 70 points for Max Miller, right now sitting in 15th position. Okay, and the next one up is Marko Zakuril from Czech Republic. From Czech Republic, BMW F22 M2, nice car for him, Marko Zakuril. Seems that he is the best or one of the best Czech drivers, 4 times Czech champion and also King of Europe 2018. So has a few titles during the past years, and let's see how he will perform at FIA Intercontinental Drifting Cup this weekend. Has been here before in Riga in Latvia, has been here before competing, so has knowledge of the track. Of course the layout is a little bit different, is new, is more difficult to the drivers than before, but most of the drivers have managed that. And let's see how Marko Zakuril will do. Good initiation, really nice speed, nice smoke also coming from his rear tires. missing a little bit of outer zone 2, missing a little bit of outer zone 3. Yeah, outer zone 4 is also bad, and wow. If we judge from the line, not a really great run, a little bit off the wall also, and yeah. Marko Zakuril, of course, he can do better. I know he can do better, and yeah. We can go a little bit into detail during this replay, of course. Yeah, initially the initiation was good. The first outer zone or the first corner was good. Second corner, inner clip was, and then he starts a little bit of missing the zones. 2 a little bit, 3 completely, 4 completely. And also we see doesn't get to touch and go. And the wall, yeah, I think the wall was the best part of his whole run. So I don't see how he will get more than, I don't know, 60, 70 points for this. So yeah, while we're looking at these slow motion replays, of course, I want to say big and huge thank you to our partners, our general sponsor IMOL, of course, then official sponsor Kaspersky, and the FIA IDC promoter Russian Drift Series. So we can of course go a little bit into detail. IMOL is a Dutch producer of high-tech lubricants for motor transports and industry. Since 2005, the company specializes in the quick development, manufacturing and implementation of exclusive and mass market products. And yeah, 78 points for Marko Zakuril. That's a lot, I would say, for missing so much zones, but okay. Maybe all the other things were great. And the next one, Massimo Cecin from Italy with a Subaru Impreza. A really interesting car choice, great car choice, I would say. And yeah, he's 2019, he was second in Italian Drift Championship and third in King of Europe. So has a few achievements, and we will see how he will perform in the Biterneki right now. Good outer zone 1, good first corner. I think it missed a little bit of outer zone 2, outer zone 3 also. Gets a little bit out in outer zone 4, but misses it out. Touch and go, okay. And the last corner, the wall, yeah, could have been a little bit closer, but all in all, yeah, all in all, I would say a solid run. Could have been better, but yeah, we can give him maybe a lot of points. Maybe a little bit of points for style, because he's driving a Subaru Impreza. And that's the only one Subaru Impreza here, but not the only one Subaru. We will see one more a little bit later. And yeah, Massimo Cecin, as well as his fellow Italian, Manuel Vacca, is driving for Team ACA Italia. So yeah, if we do count out the zones, then otherwise it was, I think, a fluid run with no major mistakes, other than yeah, missing the zones. So yeah, Massimo Cecin, Italian driver. And let's wait for the score. And he gets 72 points. Yeah, I think that's about right for this first run for Massimo Cecin. And right now we go on to Paweł Grosz from Poland. So we have 2 Polish drivers today and tomorrow, or for the whole weekend. Grzegorz Hipki was the first one. And right now we are on to Paweł Grosz, who's driving a Subaru BRZ. That's basically the same car as Toyota GT86. let's see how he will do in his first qualification run today. Outer zone 1 is okay. Number 797 for him. Outer zone 2 is also good. So solid run up until this point. Outer zone 3 was also great. Outer zone 4 is, yeah, he's doing good. Pavel Gross is doing good. After a few bad runs we have seen, right now we have another good run, and he's close to the wall. He's riding the wall. Pavel Gross over the finish line. Yeah, that was a good run. Almost a great run, I would say. So Pavel Gross from Poland. Let's see once again in replay. First run from him. Really nice, filling out all the outer zone 1. Touch and go. Yeah, could have been closer. Inner clipping point is good. Outer zone 2, perfect. Outer zone 3, almost perfect. Gets into the zone 4. Yeah, that was a nice showing. Touch and go was also on spot. So, and at the end, the wall riding. Yeah, you can't do better than that. So, I think he's on for a good score, Pavel Gross. And I think he's the first time here in Riga at this Byterniki circuit. So yeah, thumbs up for this great showing from Pavel Gross. And I think he's on for some good points. And we have not much drivers left. And Pavel Gross, ooh, only 75 points. So yeah, something the judges weren't happy, because it seemed that the line was great, but otherwise maybe something else was lacking. So the judges are always right. So I'm not complaining, and they have, of course, a little bit. They're watching the sport and the cars and the drivers a little bit differently than we as spectators, and they're really going into detail. And there are, I don't know, 13 laps of instructions for drivers how to approach the track, so they know better than we, of course. Next one, Michael Reichert, the last one of this 7-driver group to go on his first run, BMW E92 M3. Michael Reichert, also one of the best Czech Republic drivers out there, and yeah, together with Marko Zokoril, the only two Czech drivers here. Michael Reichert. So it seems that the track should be ready, and Michael Reichert from Liqui Moly team. He's together with Max Miller and Benediktas Čirba. So Liqui Moly team represented by these three drivers, Benediktas Čirba from Lithuania, Max Miller from Ukraine, and Michael Reichert from Czech Republic. So a very international team, this Liqui Moly team for this weekend. Tire killer, yeah, that's about right. One of the most good-looking, or more, yeah, nice-looking cars on the grid from Michael Reichert. Always shiny, flashy, with good color choice. And of course, the driving isn't too bad either from Michael Reichert. Also, not the first time here. I think he has been here in Riga a couple of times. Always putting on a good show. But yeah, the question is about two drivers right now, because I haven't seen Dmitry Ilyuk. But okay, we get to that a little bit later. So, first run for Michael Reichert from Czech Republic. Let's see how that will play out for him. Really good first corner. Yeah, a little bit missing out on the last part of outer zone 1. Oh, smashes the coin on inner clipping point. Didn't get to outer zone 2. Misses outer zone 3. Misses outer zone 4. So basically missing out all the zones. A really huge angle here. Yeah, a little bit of mistake and not getting close to the wall. So Michael Reichert, and I think he was also a little bit straight before the finish line, or yeah, with very less angle. So yeah, this run by Michael Reichert was a mess, and I don't think he will be happy with that. We can see that it begins okay. But after that, yeah, missing out, smashing the coin, missing out on all the outer zones. Let's wait for the point score. So Michael Reichert was the last one of the 7-driver group, of this last qualification group, who put on his first run. We're waiting for the score. As while we are looking at Ivo Cirulis' car, the Latvian driver, driving for FIA Latvia team. Former EEDC champion of 2015. And yeah, as I said before, 3 times vice champion of Latvia. A real public hero, always puts on a show wherever he drives, always smiling. Almost always. I think he's not smiling right now, but yeah, drives with real passion and with his heart, all heart in it. So we have points. Okay, Michael Reichert, that's the lowest score we have had today, 34 points. Yeah, but the run was really a mess. So ranking currently 24th. So he is qualified, but that's not the point score. Michael Reichert wants to finish the qualification. So we will see. We will see. Of course, the second run for him, but we will start with the second run for Ivo Cirulis. 81 points in his first run. Did miss out a few zones. Let's see if he can do better on his second attempt. BMW E46 M3. Under his bonnet, a 2JZ engine. So outer zone 1, he misses a little bit, goes out of it. So a little bit points deduction there. Touch and go is good. Misses a little bit of inner clip. Outer zone 2 also not getting in there. Trying to get to outer zone 4. So quite a messy run. As I said, if you don't get it right in the second corner, it will be very difficult to get it right for the rest of the track. So yeah, we see Ivo Cirulis is struggling. It seems maybe some kind of a little bit of car issue, and what a mess. This wasn't a run, this was this was a mess from Ivo Cirulis. We can't compare that to the first run. First run had a few mistakes in it, but not so much. Therefore 81 points was a good result for that. But we see from the first corner he gets out of outer zone 1. We see misses a little bit inner clip, misses outer zone 2, and from there on, yeah, you can't repair the line back. He gets, I think, a little bit into outer zone 4, but not so good. Touch and go quite on the limit, and here very slow. We see that loses power, and I think through a clutch click he gets back on power, but yeah, not the best run we have seen from Ivo Cirulis on this track. But really nice slow motion angles here. We can see the car in all its glory. And the points are in. Yeah, 57 if I'm correct. Yeah, 57 for his second run. First run was 81, so that was okay, and he's currently ranked at 11th position. So that's I think is okay for him. And now James Dean, currently sitting with 97 points, I think in third position. Can he do 1, 2, or 3 points better? not much there to get, but he would love to get some points more, and maybe to get the top spot in qualifying. So let's see, second run for James Dean, the machine, three-time FD champion, three-time European champion, first zone, very, very nice, very correct. Touch and go is also in a clipping point, he gets there too. Wow, what a zone filling in outer zone 2 and outer zone 3. Oh, overshoots a little bit. Big angle there. I think that will be counted as a mistake. Of course, he gets still to the zone, but overshoots it a little bit over the curb there. He gets to the wall, or ups the wall. What a nice finishing touch here from James Dean, representing IMOL Racing, the Irish driver. But yeah, what happened there? What happened there between outer zone, on outer zone 2 or on outer zone 3? That's correctly, because here everything goes as planned. Zone 1 is good. Zone 2 we see very deep, very good at the cones, and here a little bit, yeah, he goes over the curb, has to slow down, not to overtake the car, and yeah. We'll see how much the judges will punish this with points deduction. And here we see once more from a drone shot. Yeah, a little bit too much angle. He loses a little bit of fluidity at that time. Of course, he gets it back on track, but yeah. Otherwise, the run was really good. And wow, we are hearing very sad news from Daigo Saito from IMOL Racing. So his Toyota Supra has technical failure, mechanical failure. So he won't be participating in qualification, and of course that means he's out of the race for FIA Intercontinental Drifting Cup. Oh, that's a shame. He was, of course, one of the favorites, and yeah, he received, of course, points deduction, and only 89 points for James Dean, his teammate. Yeah, IMOL Racing consists this weekend of James Dean, Daigo Saito, and Charles NG. So, big shame that Daigo Saito is out. Yeah, still, I think, one of the best drifting drivers in the world, or drifters in the world. Japanese driver, former D1 Japanese champion, former Formula Drift champion. So yeah, that's game over for Daigo Saito, but it's game on for Max Miller. He had 70 points in his first run, not the best run we have seen from him, so he can do better. Really good feeling of outer zone 1. Can he do that with the other zones? Good in okay, outer zone 2 he misses. He is in outer zone 3, that's better than his first run. Outer zone 4, okay, he's also there, hanging in there. Max Miller from Ukraine, touch and go, yes, on spot, and he's going to the wall, and he's on the wall, Max Miller, wow, much better run than his first attempt. And Max is on fire for his second drive, second qualification run. So that's nice to see. Max Miller, yeah, 2018 Eastern Europe champion, and yeah, one of the most famous drivers in Ukraine. I think he is the most famous driver in Ukraine. Yeah, missing out on outer zone 2. That's the one thing the judges will punish him and deduct points for that, but otherwise I think should be okay run for him, and really aggressive, trying to get to the wall. So, and here really well up until the curb. So I think overall really nice run from Max Miller, who is representing Liqui Moly team. And I think the only 4 Series, yeah, the only 4 Series BMW in this event this weekend. You can see nice onboard shot. Yeah, sequential gearbox. I think everybody has got them in the last few years. So yeah, just watch. A little bit of handbrake there, a little bit of handbrake here. And that's a wrap for his second run, and that's a wrap for his qualification. How much points will he get? And he gets a lot. He gets a lot of points. He gets 88. We don't see the ranking. 8th with 88 points. Yeah, that was a good run. So 88 and 8th on the grid right now. Next one up, Marko Zakuril. Or Zakuril from Czech Republic. One of the, I think we have 2 or 3 2 Series BMW on the grid. And yeah, 4 times Czech champion, also King of Europe champion. And let's see, first run was 78 points. He can do better. He's always putting on a good show, so more risk, more reward. Let's see if that plays out for Marko Zakuril. Outer zone 1 was good, touch and go was okay. Inner clip is good. Yeah, not getting quite to outer zone 2. Missing completely outer zone 3, outer zone 4. Yeah, not great. Touch and go could have been closer. And the last part, of course, the riding of the wall. I think he touched it a little bit, so that's good. And he's over the line. He's over the line. Marko Zakuril. Yeah. His first run, 78 points. I think his first run was actually quite similar. Missing a lot of zones. First zone, the first corner, quite smoothly, but from there on, can't get out to outer zone 2, and from there on, of course, if you can't get out to outer zone 2, you will miss outer zone 3 and mostly also outer zone 4. So it's really about the line, to get it right from the second corner on and up until the finish. Okay, the finish was great, hats up for that, but otherwise, yeah, I think it will be quite a similar points run as before. So let's see. Let's wait and see for that. Of course, really great slow-mo shots, and yeah, so great camera work, and from of course the new promoters of FIA IDC RDS, or Russian Drift Series. Let's wait for the scoring for Marko Zakuril. And I think it's something pretty similar. Yeah, 78 points. The same as on his first run. And okay, we had information about Daigo Saito, who is out because of technical reasons, technical failure of his Toyota Supra. Unfortunately, technical failure also for Dmitry Ilyuk, the Ukrainian driver, 3 times Ukrainian champion, EDC champion, Monster Energy pilot, FIA Motorsport Games champion. So great driver, but unfortunately the technical side of his Nissan didn't want to play together with him this weekend. And now we're on to Massimo Cecin, Italian driver, Subaru Impreza. His second run, first run was 72 points. First time here, I think, in Bituneki circuit in Riga, Latvia. Hitting out very good outer zone 1, outer zone 2 almost. He gets to outer zone 3 with 1 wheel at least. Oh, a little bit of straightening for Massimo Cecin. Huge mistake by Massimo Cecin. I think, yeah, okay, if it's not a 0, then a huge points deduction for him. Also quite away from the wall, and yeah, not great, not terrible. I'm saying that again, but I have not other words for that. We can see it once again, the run, but yeah. And I think this is one of the last runs in qualification. We will still have Paweł Grosz from Poland. We will have Michal Reichert from Czech Republic. And we will have also the second run of Sergei Kabargin Second run of Sergei Kabargin. We remember in the first run he hit the wall with the back and then with the front. The car has been repaired and should be on the line also for his second run. Right now we don't see Kabargin, but yes, okay, that's a 0. Yeah, that was a straight straightening, not a straightening, but a real straight driving from Massimo Cecchine. So 78 points, and from the first run, and he's sitting on 18th position right now. Pavel Grosz, yeah, he surprised me positively in his first run. Did get 75 points, but I think overall it was Massimo Cecchine. Okay, sorry for my pronunciation before for the Italian driver, Massimo Cecchine. So I will refer to him in the future like that. Sorry, Massimo. Sorry, the Italian fans. I got right now the right pronunciation. So Pavel Grosz, Subaru BRZ, 75 points in the first run. Will he do better in his second run? I think the line was pretty good. Oh, really nice going out and filling out the zone. Hitting out to second zone. I think everything is going well for him right now. Hitting also the zone 2. That's a huge mistake. Spinning out for Pavel Grosz. I think he was on to a better result. I think he was on to more points in his second run, but overcooked it a little bit and spun out, yeah, at outer zone 3 and outer zone 4. So 0 points in second run for Pavel Grosz. And we see in the back Sergei Kabargin from Fail Crew team is back with his DD Kaba Flanker F. It's repaired, and let's hope that he can put on some points on board after 0 in his first run. So yeah, 0 for Pavel Grosz on his second run as well. And now we will go onto the second run of Michael Reichert. Very powerful BMW M3 E92, 1050 horsepower, he claims. But only 34 points in his first run. So 34 points in his first run. That's the lowest score, except of course for the zeros that we have got until now. And yeah, that was painfully to watch the first run from Michael Reichert. But I know he can do better. He has done better at this track. So let's see what he can do on his second attempt. Liqui Moly team. He's representing that, and yeah, we see huge wheel spin from him. And what will happen? What will happen? First corner, ouch, really bad line on outer zone 1. Quite misses quite both zones, outer zone 2 and 3 and 4 also. So touch and go, that's the only one he has got right now, and to the wall. Okay, the proximity to the wall is good, and he finishes the run with huge smoke. But yeah, otherwise not a great run. Not a great run by Michael Reichert. I don't know what it is. The layout, the car, himself, everything together. Yeah, but he can't catch a break during this qualification, and missing out on all zones. Michael Reichert. Of course, he is qualified with 34 points, and maybe he will get a little bit more points for this. But still, not a great result, and of course not what the Czech Republic driver would have wanted. Michael Reichert, as I said before, Liqui Moly team. And we see slow-mo right now. Nice shots, as I said, really beautiful car, but it doesn't help. The most beautiful car won't help with so much mistakes. Okay, I will wait for the points for Michael Reichert for his second run, and we have also on the line the last qualification. So 57 points for Reichert. Yeah, that's much better. And he's not last anymore, that's at least. And yeah, Sergei Kabargin with his DD Kaba Flanker F is ready, is repaired, and is ready for his second run. He has to put some points down if he wants to qualify for top 32. He knows that, of course. Sergei Kabargin, yeah, real big showman. I think everybody who knows a little bit of Russian drift series or Russian drift community knows Sergei Kabargin. And let's see how he will manage his second run. 0 in his first run, a crash in his first run. And let's see. Okay, first corner is okay. Good transition. Over to outer zone 2. He manages it. Big angle, and yeah. I think that's game over for DD Kaba, unfortunately. Straightening out, yeah, pretty wrong line from outer zone 2 to outer zone 3. So, unfortunately, we won't see Sergei Kabargin again. Because, yeah, second run, second 0. There's not much you can do. And he's right now, yeah, at side of the track. Maybe something has broken down. But yeah, 2 zeros unfortunately for Sergei Kabargin, and that means he's out. We can see, of course, the replay. But yeah, and I think that's a wrap for qualifying. We have we had 28 drivers. Unfortunately, Dmitry Ilyuk and Daigo Saito are out with technical problems. The other drivers are still driving, and here we see the qualifying results. Damir Idiatulin, 98 points from Russia. Yeah, that's a huge surprise. First time here in Riga, Latvia, in this track. Jack Shanahan second with James Dean, both 97 points. Then comes Benediktas Čirba from Lithuania, 90. Nicholas Bertans, 5th position, 89. Alex Golovnia, 88. Kristaps Blush, 88. And Max Miller, 88. So 3 drivers with 88 points. That's really close. That's the top 8 here in qualifying, and of course we will go down and see what's else there. Yevgeny Losev, 87, and 9th position. Georgi Chivchan, the 2-time FIA IDC winner, only 11th with 82 points. Ivo Tsirulis, 81 points, 12th position. Arkady Tsergratsev, 79 points and 13th. Then the other drivers: Pavel Grosh, 17th. Massimo Kekin, 18th from Italy. Best Italy driver, Manuel Vacca on 23rd position, Edgar Skrojers 21st, Jerome Vassia 67. So these are and Joshua Reynolds 45 points. So 24 drivers with points, and I think that's about right. Yeah, 24 drivers with points. And unfortunately, zeros for Sergei Sak and Sergei Kabargin on both of their runs. Daigo Saito out with technical problems on his Toyota Supra, and also out Dmitry Ilyuk. So yeah, thank you for watching qualifying, and of course we will be back for opening ceremony at 3:30 or 3:30, if that's correctly, I think, in English. So 3:30 is opening ceremony, and at 4 o'clock we will have top 32. So that's the plan for today. Thank you for tuning in on qualifying for FIA Intercontinental Drifting Cup, and yeah, let's see you afterwards.
much of our life is spent online.
It's how we communicate
and connect.
Study. Work. Hello, I'm all the things I do online. I'm a secure, smart shopper. For the right price, I can buy the whole world. I'm cat gifts, peach emojis, but only for my faves. Like a boss. I'm the RPG and action game without lag. And I'm the provider of safe content for my kids. I am what I do online. So are you. Kaspersky, made to protect the online you.